Torreira to take the free kick. Substitutes warming up on the touchline at the start of the second half. Uruguay have got 5 inside the D for Torreira to aim at. This ball headed into the air by Miranda. Douglas Costa. Neymar couldn't squeeze it out to Roberto Firmino, who'd made an intelligent run over on the far side, the right. And if he had have received the ball, it would have sparked a counter-attack.
Well, it's down to Brazil to break Uruguay down. They're not going to change. It's their DNA, the way they play. They'll continue to defend as well as they have done. They've got to get more runners beyond Firmino, though. One or even
from Wallace, wasn't it?
Four, wasn't it? One or two of the midfielders has to try and get beyond. Neymar has to get closer. Same for Douglas Costa, wasn't hardly involved in that first half. That's how you're going to break down the Uruguayan defence, is to try and pull them out of position, try and make runs beyond that back four.
Firmino trying to cause problems for Bruno Mendes. Wallace. Danilo. Cavani. Guerrero trying to chase down Marquinhos and Miranda. Luis Suarez is there for company too. That's a little bit loose. And Luis Suarez has got it again. This is Pereira. Challenged as he hit it, and a free kick has been awarded by Craig Pawson.
Well, you don't usually get them type of free kicks either when you get the shot away and there is contact. You rarely get the free kicks, but Miranda just steps across. It is a foul, there's no doubt. Follows through. Pereira.
It all started from some sloppiness at the back from Brazil once more. And that invited pressure. And now Alisson has got to organise his troops to ensure there's not a clear shot on goal. Luis Suarez, who's addressing the ball. Pereira is also alongside the captain of Uruguay. Suarez taking his steps back. It's Luis Suarez, and it's a good save by Alisson. He would have seen that late because it came through a crowd of players.
Saw it all the way, didn't he, Alisson? And that's what you've got to do as a goalkeeper. You've got to trust your wall, keep your side, and make the save.
Pereira with a corner, punched away by Alisson. Another good piece of work by him. Not so good from Neymar on the edge of his own penalty area. That's a decent cross. And the header over the top is by Vecino. It was a dangerous delivery.
They do look dangerous from set plays and wide areas, Uruguay, and again it's a wonderful ball from Pereira. He just gets ahead of it, Vecino, which makes the header so much more difficult.
And they've given it away again. Suarez trying to get the shot in, it took a deflection. Well, that's what he was claiming. Craig Pawson says it didn't. Applies behind for a goal kick, but Brazil again just guilty of switching off.
Yeah, and they've just started a bit higher as well, Uruguay. They're not dropping off as deep as they were in the first half. It's actually really clever from Renato Augusto just to nudge Suarez as he's about to shoot, off balance him.
That idea of starting 10 yards further up the pitch in the second half is not a new one, but certainly it just sets the cat amongst the pigeons, doesn't it? A bit of pressure on the defence certainly has rattled Brazil. Lucas Torreira finds Cavani. Suarez makes a run. Marquinhos comes across and manages to shepherd it out and away for a corner, but Uruguay have started the brighter at the start of the second period.
Certainly have, and it just makes it so much easier for the midfield players, for the wide players to get closer to Suarez when they do win the ball back, if they're a little bit higher.
Into the near post area again, back in by Laxalt. Caceres was there trying to make the most of it. Suarez just guiding it out under pressure from Douglas Costa. Hasn't been the most swashbuckling time since the World Cup exit to Belgium for Brazil. They've been impressive enough in terms of results. 4 wins, 10 goals scored, none conceded so far, but Argentina was arguably the only real test in that run, and that was a narrow 1-0 triumph. Miranda scored the winner in that game in stoppage time in a rather tight affair in the Saudi Arabian city of Jeddah.
I think the guys at half time summed it up brilliantly in the way that Brazil play. Neymar does like to get on the ball so much, and he slows play up, makes it very easy for the opposition to get into position, and it's so difficult to break teams down, and they've been then hurt either on the break or from set plays in the past.
The philosophy that Chiche has of Neymar being the player on the left and someone else on the right, Firmino dropping a little bit deeper, only works if Neymar is disciplined and does Douglas Costa coming in from that right-hand side, having to deal with Diego Laxalt.
Yeah, that's much better from Douglas Costa. That's what he's good at. That's why he's in the Brazil side, because of that trickery and that pace and power. Didn't use it in the first half. And sometimes I think the other Brazilian players, they allow Neymar to dictate so much that they forget about what they're in the team for.
He does have what looks like a lightning bolt etched into the side of his head. Douglas Costa. So far Brazil haven't struck once, let alone twice. Neymar, away by Cavani. It's a set piece which Brazil did not make the most of. Centre circle. Danilo. Douglas Costa. Still going, Douglas Costa. Fancy a rasper from the edge of the box. And Lucas Torreira felt the full force of that. Neymar, again, guilty of giving the ball away. Ferreira picking it up. Cavani. Ferreira again. Cavani has continued his run. Suarez has joined the attack. Was there a handball on the way through there? Luis Suarez is appealing for it. Neymar just couldn't keep it in. It'll be interesting to see what changes are made in this second half. Richarlison is warming up. Paulinho too.
They've taken a hold of Uruguay of this game. Very much in control, more possession.
careless mistakes at present. Brazil's certainly making a few of those. Wallace the latest, but not exclusively. Offside flag was up against Luis Suarez, who had just strayed. Stephen Charles spotting that. There is Richarlison warming up, Gabriel Jesus there as well. Willian didn't have to travel too far to join up with Brazil this time around. Neymar. Support from Felipe Luis, there's lots of space for him. Artur. Douglas Costa, Laxalt goes across for company. Douglas Costa crosses the box. This is dealt with by Martin Caceres. Just need to raise the tempo a bit here, Brazil. Inflict a bit of pressure on Uruguay as their neighbours have done to them at the start of this second period. This is Firmino. Wanting the ball, and Neymar deciding to twist away from Cavani. This is Firmino, this is Felipe Luis, this is Neymar again. Expecting Felipe Luis to continue.
It's just not clicking yet for Brazil. Again, Neymar involved. And again, every single time a Brazilian player gets the ball, they look to just give it to Neymar. I mean, I know he's a wonderful player, obviously, but again, he gets it on this side, and as soon as he comes inside, that's perfect for Uruguay. They've got plenty of numbers in midfield.
That last ball down the left-hand side, which was intended for Felipe Luis, might have been a ball which you would expect Marcelo to get on the end of. Here's Neymar, taking on all comers this time. And Edinson Cavani is the man who gets back, but Firmino's robbed him too. And it's Firmino into an open penalty area. No yellow shirt to latch on to what was an inviting, teasing ball from Roberto Firmino.
But what a difference when Neymar does that, when he's direct and uses that electrifying pace that he's got and skill. Suddenly creates panic in the Uruguayan defence.
So they're going to make a change. Brazil. New cap about to be awarded for Alan. And about to come on for Renato Augusta. A big moment for him. First call up to the national team at the age of 27. And although it will not completely rule out the prospects, one of the rumoured reasons for his inclusion in the squad was to ward off the interest of Italy boss Roberto Mancini, who has been impressed with his performances for Napoli. And he comes on in place of Renato Augusta. First change of the night. Bentancur to Luis Suarez. Torreira. Suarez has won it back after dawdling from Alan. Suarez, still going Luis Suarez. Can't find Vecino in a dangerous area, has got him still inside the box, but the panic had gone by the time it had reached that far.
Well, I've lost count how many times Luis Suarez can wriggle out of that sort of position, whether it be with a nutmeg or just sheer will and determination. I think he picked the right option as well, just to lift it to the back post, just put too much on it.
He's always hungry to win the ball back. No matter when the odds look as if they're against him, he's happy to forage, to delve deeper into his reserves, to skip away from an opponent. He's a menace. That's a little bit late from Matías Suarez off the ball on Neymar. Matías Suarez has already been booked and has to be careful. Felipe Luis. Neymar. Doubled up on him again. Cavani coming back. Matías Suarez coming across to protect. Artur. Once again, being shadowed by Matías Suarez, young, energetic, plays in the Uruguayan league for Defensor Sporting. Neymar, and he was trying to squeeze through a very tight gap, which was converging upon him. The crowd getting a little bit impatient now. There hasn't been enough goal mouth action, something that usually is promised when Brazil are playing. Not so much when Uruguay are playing, although since the World Cup they have had a habit which they will not want to continue, of conceding quite a few goals. Neymar beaten to it by Lucas Torreira. And this time it's he who's the man who gives away a free kick.